It's Darkside Phil's favorite game playthroughs of 2015. To start off my final two favorite playthroughs of the year, how about a game that really can't be categorized, the Rare Replay Collection. Back in the summer of 2015, Rare decided to release a HD remake collection of some of their classic games from not only the 1980s but also the 90s and 2000s. This was probably one of the best collections I've ever played for numerous reasons. Number one, it wasn't just the original games kind of played or emulated on a modern console. Instead, the visuals were dramatically upgraded. They added new features, save points, checkpoints, rewind capabilities, and all kinds of fun stuff that made these games much better than their original versions. In fact, Battletoads, one of the most difficult and infamously annoying and frustrating games on the Nintendo Entertainment System, I think I might actually finally beat it someday, because you can actually rewind and replay your mistakes that you make frequently in this game, which is mostly known as a trial and error. But not only that, it included fighting games, it included arcade-style platforming games, racing games, and the wide amount of variety to be found in this collection is leading to all kinds of new content. I'm about to play Conker's Bad Fur Day HD in a playthrough, and I'm about to probably play a bunch of all these other games. Grabbed by the Ghoulies, which I had never experienced, Banjo-Kazooie, which I had never played. All kinds of fun stuff comes out of this collection, which, by the way, right now, from what I'm understanding, is actually being sold at a discounted price. So this was actually, in my opinion, one of the best releases of the year. Ended up being one of my favorite playthroughs of the year, even though it only lasted about a day or two. It was a lot of fun, and I really felt that people who attended those live streams and watched those videos got a different kind of experience. It was more of an exploratory experience of all of the creations of Rare over the years, rather than me just focusing in on one game in particular, and I really think people enjoyed that. I did too, and if we see collections like this released in the future, I'll probably do the same kind of coverage. Very great game. Check out the playthrough if you have it. The final game in this countdown of my favorite playthroughs of the year also really can't be classified in any of the other genres because it's a fighting game. That's right, it's Mortal Kombat 10, and I'm giving it a major shout out. Why? Because NetherRealm once again put together a fighting game that's not only just for the hardcore competitors, but also for the rest of us who love this game series, love the characters, and want tons of fan service. Not only does Mortal Kombat 10 have a wide variety of both new and old characters, some returning from previous games, some having new versions in this game, and then some really original characters to add to the mix, but also is a pretty solid game on a competitive fighting level. But in addition to all of that, it's not just about the one-on-one experience, it's about playing through this really awesome narrative campaign of the game that they put into all of these Mortal Kombat games, and recently Injustice as well. They've got this really cool crypt mode that in itself is its own game with jump scares and all kinds of puzzles and variety to it, and there's just a lot going on in this game in regards to the content rather than just it being a straight-up fighting game. When you buy a fighting game from NetherRealm, you're not just playing a competitive game, you're also playing a fun game with tons of content and bang for your buck, even if you're not a competitive player. And that's why I enjoyed playing Mortal Kombat 10. I didn't have to just sit there and grind and grind and grind till I got great at the game to play people online, because it wasn't all about that. It was about the story and the crypt and all the optional stuff. I had a ton of fun playing Mortal Kombat 10 this year. If you didn't check out the crypt playthrough and the story playthrough of MK10, definitely give it a look, because that's probably the two most entertaining things about the game in my opinion. Because the thing is with NetherRealm games, after a couple months, they start to fizzle out. People start to find the overpowered stuff, the unbalanced stuff in the game, and next thing you know, after EVO happens during the summer, which is the US Nationals for fighting games, people kind of tend to stop playing the NetherRealm games, and that's the truth. So you could probably get MK10 right now for a pretty good discount, and still enjoy things like the story and the crypt if you're not into the competitive side of it. A great game, a great experience. I enjoyed playing it. I hope you enjoyed watching me play it, and I hope that NetherRealm will make more games like this in the future. Hint, hint, Injustice 2 is coming soon, so I'm pretty excited for that. Well, that wraps up my picks for favorite playthroughs of 2015. Did they match up with yours? Do you feel there were other games that I played this year that you really enjoyed? If so, feel free to leave your suggestions in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you for the other year-end series shortly. Peace out, everybody.